Yeah, what up, it's beloved brother Ghost.
It's your boy, beloved East, and you now on Hot New Hip Hop.
Yeah.
I feel like just we was already cool. You know what I'm saying? We already kind of had a big bro, little bro relationship before we locked in, and we was talking about it, and he brought it up like let's just lock in, and then once we got in the studio, we just created an album. Really, for me, I'm like a sponge, so I was just soaking up mad game. I still soak up mad game, and just try to push myself to be able to even last as long as he done been in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. I'm not scared to be a fan. Like, I'm not scared to say I fuck with your shit. We became cool because I really felt like when I heard East, and then I started really tuning into all his music, just kind of watching the videos on the internet and everything. It was relieving. We wasn't even that close. It was just relieving to see somebody just carry tradition and just carry the flag of what we stand for. So that always, he held a spot in my heart for that. Like, so that I'm a fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm watching. This is young New York. Like, I think it's important for, to support what you like. And then we got the Arizona song.
Yeah,
then when I heard that, I was like, wow, like it was really, and just hearing the stories and just how he was putting things, it was more like, he just said so many things that was relatable. And then I just like what he was doing also with being from, where we came from in hip hop, especially being in that field and still be able to do and maintain the things that other artists were doing, like mainstream. He was spitting but still doing mainstream things, but also, he had a great look from the city, but he remained humble, so it was impressive. It's just like real,
super.
Some you got to be born in a ghetto and been, not to have that, but I'm saying to be well-rounded, to be dumped in this between the middle of the streets and music and just a fast life, to just super remain humble and calm and chill, like, you know what I mean? That's why you didn't really, I think that's what was another great thing about the project. We just delivered. Mm-hmm. We didn't hype it up, we didn't say nothing,
You didn't even know it was coming.
None of that, we just pretty much delivered.
It's hard to describe. It's a sound, but after going through the beats we went through, I feel like we were kind of just like look at each other like, yup.
Yeah,
that's it right
you
there.
know when it's it. Like,
load that
if
up.
you hear something, like I hear something I know maybe he'll like, or I hear something I know maybe I'll like, but it got to be something that we both could tune in on, like, you know what I'm saying, and really go with. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. This is he was on the Vibes joint with me and Burner also. He was on G-Host, Nickelbag, and I love it. It's just a good thing, like, like I tell you, even with my son, I really appreciate the vision and ideas of the youth. Like, a lot of us forget when we were younger and if we were intelligent, and sometimes people want to listen to our ideas and we really knew something. I always try to keep that in mind, like, you know what I mean? You can learn off of everything. So, but working with my son is just always a good thing, because it's different things. Like, we in the crib. That's my little homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's my son. I be calling yo bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it'd be weird or my nigga. Then you got real dad and son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got music. And then you got time gaps, like, so, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, so it's things I learned off of him that helped me focus on saying, oh, okay, like this, like, I never forget he told me, Dad, this your generation. Like, he was like, your generation was that. He said, my generation is this. And it clicked, like, he made it so simple. I was like, like, I get it, like, so I was like, I need a mixture. Of try to find a medium or, a splash of that. Like, so it's kind of just, it's a beautiful thing. It's still beautiful. Because I go in the house and he's banging out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or he like, listen to this. Or he be doing something far left that he know that ain't my cup of tea. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, listen to this for this. Like, and try to explain to me, like, the wave or the vibe or the pattern or, like, you know what I mean? So it's pretty It's really dope
Fire,
thing.
word. Did the whole joint in D Block. It was a lot of weed, a whole lot of weed.
Word.
A lot of bark, a lot of, you know what I mean, from the juice bar, a lot of just a lot of like it just, to me it felt like I was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It just gave me that feel like the homies was there. We was doing pull-ups, push-ups, dips between songs. We working out, we ordering food, like, so just it was a super comfortable vibe. That's what I think you could hear that in the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing forced. We was chilling, but we was like locked in. Even with the people being there. See, with me, the beauty is when I would have mad people around, if they be right around me. In D Block, it is a whole space where everybody could be at, but then we could go in our own room, and it's just me, him, and Days, or just me, him, and Poobs, and then I'm all the way blanked out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't really consider Gangster and Gentleman absolutely a hip hop term. For me, it's more of a man term, my own code and principles I stand by. Like, you know, I think if you come from the hood, you get labeled a lot. And people have their own ideas, like gangsters are just hood or just rappers. Like, to me, Trump's a gangster, George Bush was a gangster, Obama. Like, gangsters come in many forms, likable and non-likable, good and bad. And so do gentlemen, like, you know what I mean? So I feel just with my background from where I'm from, I'm gonna always stand on what I stand for, and no matter what the consequences or how it goes, like, you know what I mean? And then the gentleman side is more of just being able to, before I react, to always think something out and be able to delegate, speak, willing to put peace forward, not having a problem to say, I don't have a problem, let's move forward. Like, so I think it's just, when you come from the hood, it's a very thin line you gotta walk when you're dealing with all sorts of types, because, you know, I think, like, most of the, not to be funny, but most of the most dangerous people I know are really kind people.
Word.
Or really people that you wouldn't assume, and it's usually the loudmouth and the extra guy you see that looks super thuggy and just extra loud, that's talking crazy, that won't do nothing, but it's kind of the kind, peaceful, relaxed, chilled out dude that'll really, you know, bring you that smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you always want to have a fine line, and I always just been a fan of strong, successful men who've made it through all kind of, you know, obstacles in life, and that takes to be, you got to be a gangster and gentleman to do that.
I think it's the times. I don't want to. I know I'm in a time now where. That's why, like, I feel like the Beloved project was so refreshing, because that's the music I actually love to make. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I could wake up and if that was the music that was on, that was getting Grammys and was getting Billboard #1, that would just be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand the times and what's in, what the youth is turning up to, what they think is dope. So I start to feed into that as well, as I'm still being who I am with the music I like to make. So it's just a mix, you know what I'm saying? I listen to Biggie, then I listen to Future. Like, I mix it up to where I just stay where I know what's going on. So if I do get in a situation where I am working with them artists, I'm not gonna sound bad, or I'm not gonna sound like, he shouldn't have got on that. Like, I'm gonna always put my twist on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't do a project like that. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? But I do a record here or there with them, or like, cause. Yeah, I'm a fan of that music. Like, I like that music when I'm in the club. Like, there's a lot of them songs that I actually like it. I would never be like, oh, nah, I'm a real rapper, so I don't want to hear none of it. Like, I like that music too, but I just couldn't dedicate an entire project of my own to my fans that made Dave East who I am. I mean, I couldn't devote a whole project to that. But you'll hear features here and there, me doing other music, you know what I mean? Insane. And you know what's crazy about that? That's the first record that I got with all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got records with Kiss, I got records with Sheik, and then me and Styles got individual joints. But that was the first one that all of them was on. So that was crazy. I really sat and listened to it 100 times. I said, I gotta spit on this joint. Like, ain't no way. So that was dope.
I learned to be, what you just complimented it on. I found it was incredible how he could be so versatile within a hood song. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, for me, it was like wow, oh shit. Because some things I never thought about doing in certain songs. Like, I just went implemented that, and then I thought about, like, damn, that's fucking super dope to do. Like Nickelback was really influenced off of and Dimebag is that'll come out. It's kind of influenced off working with him, or just being able to go on hear a beat and say what you want to say, but make something else in it that kind of you wouldn't typically, that the average person can't fit in, but make it make sense, and it's flying, it's all sensible, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to, he know how to compliment a lady on a girl's song, talk about this and that. It's like mad different shit within the hood song though. So it's like really intelligent, like, you know what I mean? So, and very authentic, like, so the same thing he was complimenting on, I was peeping that within, because it's hard to do that, like, people could do that within projects or working with other artists, but it's hard to tap into that within a certain type of song, like, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, I'm in this mode, that's it. Like, he was mixing it in, so for me that was actually really helpful, because now sometimes I get to the lab and I hear a beat and I be like, it's hard, but it's too playful, like, you know what I mean? And that ain't really my thing. But now I'll be like, oh, I know how a different way to approach it.
I ain't gonna front. Lux was like probably the first one I really like. He call you that, like, everybody. Oh, beloved, what's up, beloved? What's good, beloved? So P named it. Like, we came up with it together, but he named it like, this is the meaning of our name. We both named David. I'm like, oh no, that's it. As soon as he said it, I said, no, that's it. We ain't gotta think about the title no more. It's beloved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just it fit.
That was it. I mean, we was both David, and that was it. And we had a lot of love for what we doing. We love our city. We love our craft. We love the art. We love gritty rap. We love, to be thoughtful. And then that was pretty much it. I said that on a rhyme years ago. Here's why they call me the Ghost. So, it just clicked. Like, I love it.